of that starts by thinking, by rumination, by turning over ideas, and by letting wrong ideas infect our minds. That's where Christians are working. That's where Christians are developing their character, and that's where works start. And in 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 5, declaring war on sin, removing the sources of temptation, and bringing every thought, the thoughts, captive in obedience to Christ. It's not bringing your eyes in obedience to Christ. That was the Old Testament. Or bringing your hands so that they don't kill into obedience. That is the Old Testament. Now we're bringing our thoughts captive into obedience. This is what Christ is talking about in Matthew 5, 6, and 7 here. This is the essence of Christianity, the essence of spirituality that we should be working on.
Yes. And sometimes, well, it's not sometimes, but you have to realize that when you're walking with Christ, there's some things that you cannot do. There are some do nots, and it just depends on the person. So if you're having issues with thoughts of lust and adultery and looking at things, you might not need to get on the internet and stroll and look at certain things. You might have to block some things. You might have to, sometimes I hear people taking a fast from Instagram because Instagram got a lot of pictures on there. You have to do that sometimes just to get control of your mind and thoughts and get back on the right track. So it's okay to have some do nots that you can't do, but just realize why you can't do those things and make a change. And that helps be led by the Spirit more.
Absolutely.
So with all this put together, we're looking at that process of being redeemed by faith, coupled with the works of righteousness. Jesus' death and the resurrection provided the basis for humanity's justification and redemption, allowing people to be reconciled. That means be clean, pure, and holy with God through faith. That's what we're talking about, going from that good moral human to righteousness, being righteous. Then with the help of the Holy Spirit, we can grow the warring to keep ourselves clean, That's the important part. It's not just one dip in the water. It's not one time that I'm sanctified. No, it's a process. Becoming righteous in our minds and doing the work that it takes to do that, becoming righteous. James 2, 17 and 18, even so faith, if it has not works, is dead, being done. I will show thee my faith by my works. Okay. So then we're going back and thinking about the 10 Commandments. A person can live a moral good life by following the law without the Holy Spirit. That's doing the physical things that it says. But once you become a Christian and the Holy Spirit is in you, it enables you, the believer, to fulfill the righteous spiritual requirements, those works of 2 great commandments, by renewing the heart and the mind. And we're going to look closer at those things that Jesus said about those commandments when we go through Matthew 5 through 7. All right.
Yes, this idea of faith and works is a doctrine. Many people look on it simply as a doctrine. Faith without works, and faith and works, faith all works. How do these two things fit together?
Uncover the mystery of Adam and Eve's nakedness. Unravel the ambiguous connection between the Hebrew term for naked and the serpent's subtlety. Join us for this free mini-course and gain a profound new perspective on biblical Hebrew. TheExplanation.com/naked